All right, we're back with some Stayfi action. This video is talking about the PMS integration with Stayfi. And what that lets you do is basically import the properties you have with Stayfi devices. It'll also synchronize the amount of guests that are supposed to be currently at the properties. When they check in, you will essentially see the property name as well as how many guests are logged into the Wi-Fi. You can correlate that with how many you've expected. Kind of a cool little feature, and you're going to be able to see the other Wi-Fi activity over at the property. Now, in addition to that, you can also add in a couple of cool features on the splash page once guests log in. One of them being the direct booking link to the property they're staying at, so you could have them just go directly onto the direct booking site that you have if you want to throw them out that link, or it could be a link to the Airbnb listing as well. And the second option will be a button to allow them to look at the guest guide for that particular property. So without further ado, let's get into it and show you how it works. So I went over to integrations where you can go to PMS providers. We actually see track that's here. You can also find it if you go to properties and then import properties from PMS. Either way, I'm assuming in whichever tab that you connected, you're going to have the full integration of that PMS. So it says here we have to go to the marketplace, click on Stayfi and connect. So I'm going to head over to Guesty. Hopefully one day we're in the marketplace as well. Okay, so they're saying, okay, collect names, emails, and more from every guest with the leading provider. Yes, that's features included occupancy alerts, centralized Wi-Fi management, guest data collection, post-stay marketing enablement, guest portal. That's just Stayfi itself. All right, so we're going to connect. Copy the API key, click OK. Head over to Stayfi. Paste in the API key, click connect. All right, so now I've got a list of the properties I've got set up. So we're setting up a property group, and we can also choose the splash page, which I've only got one created here. So that's cool. You can change splash page per property as well. We'll call the group demo. All right, so now I've got demo. Let me pull in 3. Cool, that was really quick. Synced with PMS. And what's cool, I guess, is, so instead of creating them manually, I can see how many access points are online, properties online. So is there a guest there? Are they connected to the Wi-Fi? That would show up under my properties and occupancy threshold. That's pretty cool. Direct booking website listing URL. And also my guidebook. So direct booking website listing URL. Let me put in a direct booking website listing URL. Okay, I'm just using the guestybookings.com site. So I'm going to put that in here and guidebook URL. So I do have a guidebook URL from Hostfully. Let me check out my guidebook here. Cities, attractions, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Let me put that in. Now, if you do have a guidebook URL such as Hostfully, you can use the Hostmatic link shortener to shorten that up with a Hostmatic link, and then you can track all your visits and where the traffic is coming from. In this case, it'll be Stayfi, but at the same time, it'll be nice to know who's using the guidebook from in the property and where they're finding it from. And you can even create a Hostmatic short link URL for each property that you have. So I'll go through that in the next video as we're just launching here. So occupancy alerts would be, this is dynamically via Guesty. So we can either sync it by the property from Guesty when we put the occupancy, let's say at 5 here. It'll know from that property whatever the guest amount is for that, and we can block that manually. We can also set that manually, and that will let us know how many people are supposed to be on the Wi-Fi. Anything over that would give us an alert. And we can put the property address here as well if we'd like to. So let me update that. Oh, my fault. Take off occupancy alerts for now. Okay, so we've got our properties set up and synced through Guesty. Okay, so I've reached out to Stayfi to ask about these particular fields, the direct booking, website listing URL, and the guidebook URL. I have a feeling that they're just placeholders for reference. However, I'm gonna find out, and then there's typically a day reply. All right, so never mind all that. Stayfi initially told me you could use those fields for marketing emails as placeholders. They later followed up and just clarified that that's not the case. But on the splash page, once a guest logs in, they'll be able to click the button either for the guest guide or to go to the direct booking link, whether it be your direct booking website or an Airbnb link, VRBO, et cetera, et cetera. And that's available too. Now, we're not able to see that on the splash page preview, so maybe that's something that's coming down the line, but it's supposed to be in the live version of the splash page login. So if anyone knows differently or otherwise or can confirm that, please post it below. Again, I don't have my hands on one of these routers yet, but I hope to do so. Anyways, that's it for the PMS integration. The next video we're going to do on Stayfi is going to show us how to look into the marketing features a little bit more to capture data, what we can do with it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll see you there soon.